Kengama Kalabari, Simbi Olam, Mungba, Watongringi Semena, Kalabaringi Semena, Bolomate, Bo Kunomakunke, Wani Dabo, Wani Minabo, Wani Imbre, Honorable Justice Karibi-Whyte, Bewa Bore, or White Enemy Brabo, Honorable Justice Karibi-Whyte, Oigoni Dokum, Mikuramebo, Anemete, Mungba, Kalabaringi Sena, Nigeria Ngisemena, Bolomate Botebo. No makonke opera bore anetugote omietebe ibiayi omie Nigeria ngisemena tonkring ngisemena Kalabari ngisemena prutebe ibiayi gote obelema wore bapo okeyi sinwe bapo mugba mebo kobrite bo kuno makomeke opera bore anemete KalabariTV so one manga meso bore one is so wabo one no makun ke opera bore yeri ekona prebo yeri juma yere amata confidence Harry te make papi me bukule mi bo ane Prince Sebastian maybe okumeko diapo ane KalabariTV o wan na sote wa wan be double wan be minabo Justice Karibi-Whyte wa kuno makumeke opera omiete. If you're opportunity to see your dad one more time, what are you going to tell him?
Well, thank you. Thank you for a wonderful life. Thank you for your legacies. Thank you for giving me such a rich and fulfilling life.
If you're opportunity to see your father one more time, what can you tell him? Or what would you tell him?
That we're okay.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. One that was
wow. Akolekibra, peaceful, generous, warm, accommodating. Oriane Oro Dawo. He is one man that has kept our family in oneness, peace. He speaks love. He speaks love. We can actually go on and on, but his memories will never be forgotten.
Akolekibra, orbe ibitombo, opeke kunyana tetumbo, be malaure, bele media, mo se wana seme Nigeria seme bo bere konyeme uibiere ke wana prim, orobu saki gele mam not upumia berabo akuma. Orobule kina ro Kalabanabo. Kalabanabo peke na ebe na bo kemenjia o konke amame prem o konke same prem ambigi bima konke wana prem mine mogi mute dugom yare Justice Karibi-Whyte amabo kuma eni bitor ki digier anoke wana mi orari bi ana mete wa ikerem date mako obo bra mebo peke akoke kombarake odi me ane Kalabari na buye ni die
ibo nam ofite me ofime inde kan okebra inde anke ibukrobra
and bufna lama because wako one Kalabari say bo one puap man gba go dey mete one re pakara gba ina gbo if it swear you know after that way I open was a few of them pakala kon re but the rest of him and then you know incidentally of him on my father's birthday. If my father were alive, he would have been 90 on the day he died, May 22nd. And then of here, so that tells you how close you know they were. That you know, if people choose the dates that they should be born and die, he actually died on my father's birthday. I didn't get me right, you know. So and one above Kalaman was a Kalabana Samebu, Opio Sote, Nigeria Samebu Opio Sote, Rivers it Opio Sote, you know, and even in the abnormal issues in the Jew house, or I begin Jew Polo, you know, so. Oh, it could be one about come.
Because Odumo rest at the end now, what closing down red, I can't bear what I mean, but then now, what closing lamam. So I'm a book lamam.
Moko, a Calabrabo, indeed, you go everybody. iteme both as me bra.
I just look up prayer that tam no brasra. Okay, one me kruma bra. One me and pike crawl timber. So obio belema wa bra nice.
Well, I'm the fourth son of Justice Karibi-Whyte and the fifth born of his children.
So when you heard of his death, what happened? How did you take it?
I mean, it was a shock to me, but he was not feeling well for, about a month. And he and I have been talking, and I knew that, this time it could be, it might not go very well, because of his age and the sickness. So we had conversations up to the day before he died. We were talking, but I was not in the country. I was outside the country, so it was always telephone and FaceTime. But he was very clear, and he was satisfied with where he was, and he was just wanted to make sure that everybody was okay. But thankfully, all of us are doing well. And
In one word, can you describe your father for us?
A very generous man. Generous in any way you want to look at it. Is generous with his time, generous with his wisdom, generous with his funds.
So when the news came to you that your dad is late, how did you take it? How did you feel?
Like all children, I was in shock. I was temporarily confused, but I guess for someone who had lived that long, death was inevitable. So it was just a question of when. I would have loved for him to stay a lot longer, but God knows why.
Yeah, Oriko Bekim Bar Gargantuan legal luminary. Ane Olokobo Ori Ane Sevedao. He was an accomplished jurist. He went to the very pinnacle of the profession, rose to be justice of the Supreme Court, and from there he also became a judge of the International Court of Justice. That is the ultimate. It is difficult to better that record. But in terms of his achievements on earth, you will talk about his demeanor, an extremely humble, gifted with extraordinary humility, even in the face of extraordinary accomplishments. Very good man, loves God. I was privileged to be in the same set as him not too long ago when we were made Knights of St. Christopher.
It was a sad event because when you think about what the man stood for and who he is, such people you would think that they will never die, but death comes to us all because we are all mere mortals. But I think the man had so much in him, and would have loved to have him more with us so that he can impact the knowledge that he has gained over time upon everyone around him.